Well, good morning, boys and girls. It's really good to see you, to be with you on this Ash Wednesday. You're in the rectory next door, and Millie and I, we've missed hearing and you playing in the playground and seeing you, and I've missed coming in to do assemblies and to see you in school. But today's a special day, and the teachers asked me to have a special assembly to be with you. And this is Millie, and Millie's missed you too. She runs up and down the fence near school looking for you and watching what's happening. I'm going to put Millie down now because I don't want to hold her the whole time. But Millie and I have got used to being alone in the house. And we've got used to having to go out for a bit of exercise. And every day we try and get out and go up onto the car and there to do a bit of exercise. And to do that, we have to get ready. We have to make sure that we put a coat on because it's that time of year. And without a coat, I suddenly freeze. And I'd have to put a hat on to make sure that I keep my head warm and to make sure that that's okay. And I have to make sure that we've got a mask in my pocket so that if I meet anybody, I can keep them safe and they can keep me safe. And then I have to have things that I need for Millie, to take Millie for a walk. And one of those would be a lead. So I put the lead in my pocket to make sure that if I need to put that on. And I put a ball in my pocket because Millie loves chasing balls, and I take that so we can have some fun with that. And of course, I take some bags with me so that if Millie makes a mess, we can clear it up, we can put it in the bag and we can bring it home. But we get ready, we're prepared. Just as like you, when you're starting school today or your lessons at home, you get ready. You maybe got up and washed your face, cleaned your teeth, had your breakfast, got yourself comfortable, settled yourself down and got ready for school. Today is a special day in the Christian church calendar. Today is a special day, a day that we call Ash Wednesday. And Ash Wednesday is the day when Lent starts. So that we're going to enter the Christian season of Lent, which is all about getting ready and being prepared. And our thoughts go back at this time to the start of Jesus' public ministry. He's about 30 years old and he's been living in Nazareth up to this point. And at this point, his public ministry starts. And the first thing he does is he goes out into the desert, into the wilderness. He goes alone to get ready for the start of his public ministry. And whilst he's there, he fasts and he prays and he's tempted by the devil, who comes and teases him and sees if he's prepared to take the easy way out rather than doing things God's way that will involve him preaching and teaching, healing the sick, and ultimately getting arrested, tried, crucified, dying on a cross, and rising again at Easter. The things that we will remember at the end of Lent when we come to Easter. So Jesus goes into the wilderness to get ready, be prepared to do the things that he was meant to do on earth, things that make it possible for us to know God personally. So Ash Wednesday starts today and it carries on for 40 days, excluding the Sundays, until we get to Holy Week and Easter. It begins now and it continues for the next few weeks. And people mark it in different ways. People make it an excuse to get ready for Easter, to try something new. Sometimes they stop doing things, and sometimes they start doing things, and sometimes they commit to doing a bit more of things they've been doing. So what about you for Lent? What are you going to do? You may give up something. You might give up chocolate. You give up watching the television so much, or playing so much time on your phone or your tablet. You may look for things to do instead of that. You may take up some things. You may decide to say some prayers, maybe say grace before breakfast and lunch and dinner. You may want to say a prayer before you go to bed. You may want to ask your mom and dad to help you read the Bible and to read about the things that Jesus did when he walked this earth. And if you haven't got a Bible and you want to, then contact me and we'll make sure you can get you one. If you're looking for something else to take up in Lent, we have in our parish our Lent in a bag, which has some things in here to help us think about Lent and to walk our way through. Things like a shell and a chocolate, things like a cross, things like a candle. And if you want to know more about what they are, then come and get one of these, or ask mom and dad to get one of these, or someone else to get one of these from outside the rectory so that you can start that on Ash Wednesday. So you may want to give up some things. You may want to take up some things. You may want to help other people as well. You might, one way of helping is to do more around the house, to tidy up, to be more helpful, and to show that that side of yourself. But whatever you do, we want to do more at Lent. And so today is Ash Wednesday. It's the beginning of the Christian season of Lent. As we get ready for Easter, and as we remember that Jesus got ready as well. We're going to ask your teachers to say the Lord's Prayer with you, and then the school prayer. But until I see you again next time, God bless and keep safe.